So you want to travel. Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic week. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about how I save money to travel specifically. For those who don't know, I spent several years traveling on board cruise ships as a singer, so I got to travel all over the world, and I have to say that experience kind of had the travel bug bite me, so to speak. So I am always saving money to travel and see more parts of the world that I didn't get to see. These are my top tips for saving money to get out and travel. Tip number one is to create a savings plan. Figure out how much you guys can set aside each week for your travels. I recommend also getting a separate checking account so that you can, set that extra cash aside in a separate account away from your normal transactions, your normal checking and savings account. You have it all right there. Tip number two should come as no surprise to anybody, and it is to save as much money as possible. Do whatever you can to cut corners or trim the fat, whatever they say. The most popular ways I've seen this done and have done myself have been to pack lunches, have dinners at home, nights in instead of going out, making my own coffee, doing things myself, like DIYing certain things. If you want to, real quick, check my How I Saved $20,000 in a Year video. It talks all about the things that I did to save as much money as possible. It gets into more detail, but figure out what you can do, what habits you have that you can give up just for a little while to put that money away. Tip number three is where a little bit more work comes in, and it is to stay inspired. Get out a notebook, put out pictures of where you're going, make a Pinterest board. For me personally, I set my iPhone background where I'm traveling. Just create constant reminders why you are sacrificing that lunch out or that gourmet coffee that you wanted on Fridays. Remind yourself why and think of the big picture. Sometimes I'll remind myself, oh, I'm not gonna get this, macchiato here at this coffee shop, but when I go to Vienna, I will get it, at this coffee shop. So it kind of reminds me, okay, I won't get it here in Ohio, I'm gonna get it somewhere else. And it just helps me stay inspired. If you remember why you're doing it, you are more likely to stay on track. Tip number four is to book early. This is for your traveling accommodations or needs. Obviously, if you're staying with friends, you don't need a hotel, but if you are flying, busing, need hotels, trains, transportation, it is said, and I wrote this down because I searched it, it is said that Tuesdays at 3 p.m. 6 weeks prior to the travel are when things like flights, trains, bus transportations are the cheapest. I don't know if this is actually true. I have read it, I think I found it on 8 different sources. It was all over the internet. So if you have done this before, leave me a comment down below. Let me know if that is actually true. But when I use, if I'm flying, and again, not sponsored, I like to use the website called Skyscanner. What Skyscanner does is it lets you put in where you are, where you're traveling, how many people are going with you, and the dates if you want round trip or you just don't care if you have stops, and it will go through every major airline and it will compare the prices. And sometimes it saved me as much as $200. For example, I'm gonna go into St. Louis this spring, and it was $400 on this one site, and it was the cheapest flight I can find. Then I typed it into Skyscanner, and while Skyscanner couldn't give me a cheaper price, it did have a little asterisk that said, hey, go to southwest.com. They sometimes have cheap deals if you book even earlier in advance, wanna get away type of deals. And I got it down to $200 round trip to St. Louis. So Tuesdays, 3 p.m., 6 weeks before, and if you are flying, I recommend Skyscanner. And my last tip is to make sure you have money set aside to spend when you arrive on that vacation. Sometimes we focus so much on how much money it's gonna take us to get there, we forget to set aside money to do things while we're there. And there's nothing worse than getting to your dream destination and then realizing you didn't bring the extra funds or money to have that dinner, see that show, see that attraction, go on that excursion, and do any of the types of things you wanted to do while you were traveling. So my last tip is to make sure you set aside a little bit of money. You might not know exactly what you want to do when you get there, but set aside a spending budget or allowance while you are there. Anyway, those are my tips for how I save money to travel. If I missed anything or you think there's anything good that I should know, please leave them down in the comment section below. I will be doing a video in the future on my experience of working on board a cruise ship and traveling. I think I did 7 ships with the line that I work for, and I was a singer on all 7. I got to travel all around the world. It was a phenomenal experience, and it really does make you catch the travel bug, so to speak. If you like this kind of video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, click the red subscription button down below. It will keep you updated for each and every future video. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.
My hands are so chapped and so gross. Has absolutely nothing to do with this video, but I figured I'm gonna show my hands, so gotta lube up with the lotion situation. Talked about this on Monday's Plan With Me. This stuff is amazing. I'll link it below if you guys want to check it out. If you guys don't watch my Plan With Me's and you only watch my financial videos, you would know that well, you wouldn't know, but on my Plan With Me, I talked about my office, like my normal Monday through Friday kind of job is moving, and we have moved now, which is fine, but I'm like setting up everything, and like, oh, it just jacks your fingers, you guys, like, ugh. Anyway, so let's do this thing. Well, hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna be talking about Financial Friday. So what we're gonna do today is, this is actually my favorite daughter Emily planner, which I'm not really gonna get into. If you guys are interested to see like what this is, let me know in the comments. It just really like tracks my events and networking things and videos and when I edit, and it's kind of boring. But I want to do something kind of fun in here, so let's get to the notes pages and then we'll do some stuff. Okay, so this is the start of the notes pages in the back of the planner, and spoiler alert, I'm gonna talk about funding Go Wild for next year. If you guys don't know what Go Wild is, it's actually a planner conference, and they've already announced where it is going to be held in 2018, and it will be held in Austin, Texas, which I'm very excited about. It is a conference held by a bunch of planner people. You get a lot of swag, you get to network, you get to talk to other planner people. Like, it's just really fun. I have never gone to one, and I think there's been 2 total, and then this is gonna be the 3rd one. So now that I know that I wanna go, I wanna budget this out. And the reason I'm putting it in this planner, which is my, favorite daughter Emily planner versus my regular planner, is honestly because I am gonna be using my business income, which is income from these videos, income from other sources, partnerships, things like that, to fund my trip. Reason being is because it's a total tax write-off for me, because this is a networking opportunity and it's a planner conference. So I am gonna use those funds. So this is not something that you're gonna see like in my normal budget monthly or anything like that, but I just wanted to like track it and see, how much it would cost. And I have about 12 months to plan and like divide it all out, and just like monthly, how much do I need to kind of set aside in another account to make sure that I'll have enough funds to go. Obviously you buy the tickets at different stages, your airfare at different stages, obviously like your meals and stuff you would do there, but just to kind of prepare for that. So I'm really excited, and I talked to my friend Catherine at Coffee Break Planner, which I'm actually going to use one of her sticker sheets in a little bit here, these cute little piggies, and she went this year for the first time, so she gave me a lot of insight as a business owner, because she runs her own Etsy shop, obviously Coffee Break Planner, and then also as an attendee, because she's like a super planner girl too. So I just thought it would be nice to talk to her about her experience, and she highly recommended it and all of that. I know a lot of you were disappointed that I didn't go this year and were sad that you couldn't meet me, but hopefully, if all goes well, next year I will be there. So I'm very, very excited. But you know me, if I'm gonna budget out anything, it needs to be pretty. So let's get this let's get this thing beautiful. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is put down some of this washi. I actually got this at my Minnesota planner meetup the other day, and I just loved the way that it looked. I thought it was just super cute. Again, I'm a huge fan of washi samples because you can get a small amount of washi that you may not necessarily like want to use normally, you know what I mean, you guys? So I think I'm going to use this washi right here, and I'm going to actually use the rose gold. I know, it's like total sacrilege. I'm just gonna skip forward some of the decorating stuff, and I'll check back with you when I'm ready for the actual financial stuff, because I know some of you really don't care about how I decorate this thing. So I'll be right back. So now we are done with the decorations. I just used some washi tape and used my rose gold. These are all from Erin Condren. I'll leave the link below for you guys if you're interested. If you've never ordered anything from Erin Condren before, this is an Erin Condren planner as well. You can sign up using the link provided and create an online profile, and then you're gonna get a $10 off coupon code emailed to you. You can buy it on, you can use it on anything, I mean to say. So you can use it on stickers, you can use it on a planner, it doesn't matter. But I used all of these from this sheet right here, which is all of the, I think these are functional ones if I remember right. And then this one here, I used this like hashtag planner addict. And then this one here, I used like the little Erin Condren glasses that were right there. So I thought this was kind of cute, even though I'm not a huge fan of rose gold. I wish it was gold, but you know, whatever. Actually, you know what? I wish it was silver. They had gold, but whatever. So there's really 4 categories that when I was talking with my friend Catherine that, you know, you really need to budget out for. And first and foremost is the actual ticket to the event. So I'm gonna put the ticket right here. And what I'm doing today is I'm really writing down estimates and then like how long it would take me essentially. Hopefully I get a ticket. I know they sold out in like 5 minutes last year, so I'm hoping that they add more. And also I really hope that I get a ticket. So yeah, okay, so the next thing would be the airfare because I live in Minnesota and that would not be a fun driving situation. And then we've got hotel. And honestly, to like go back to the airfare thing, I wouldn't want to drive it anyway because it's such a far distance and I would rather spend my time there. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to spend another day or two just driving. That doesn't sound like fun to me. Plus I get kind of car sick, so anyway. All right, so we've got the ticket, airfare, hotel, and meals. So let me grab my regular pen here, and then I'm going to like write the estimated, and then I'll do like an actual once I actually, you know, get it. Let's see, does this have, these don't have any like little lines. Let's do something. I feel like I'm gonna be clipping out like 90% of my footage today, but whatever. All right, I have this sheet. I'm gonna use this. Again, use what you got, you guys. Use what you got. All right, is that straight? I don't know. We're gonna go with it though. We're gonna put estimated and then actual. Because honestly, I don't know. All right, so before we do this, let's zoom you guys in so you can see a little bit better. I know it's a little bit easier to see this way. Okay, cool. All right, so this is my estimated column. This will be my actual. Obviously, I'm not gonna write anything actual because it doesn't really matter right now. We're just trying to get an estimate, and then I'll put my like savings goal down here at the bottom. Oh, you can't even see. Right here at the little bottom here. All right, so the ticket last year, and I'm gonna go off of last year's numbers and what Catherine had provided me. So the ticket last year was an estimation of $450. That's just how much they were. And then it's really funny because I've actually already looked up the travel from Minneapolis to Austin, Texas, and approximately the airfare is around $500 right now. That could go up or down, I have no idea, but that's kind of a good estimate from Minneapolis to anywhere. And then as for the hotel, okay, you guys are gonna be like, Emily, this is so not a budget-friendly thing. It's $1,000. Here's the deal. I won't be able to room with anybody, and not because of anything crazy, you guys. I don't sleep well, and I need to sleep with a sound machine on like full blast. And first of all, nobody wants to listen to my stupid ass crickets, okay? Okay. Catherine said that she had roomed with 3 other roommates, so they split it 4 ways, so it was only $250 or something like that. Obviously, I don't know the venue that they're choosing, but with a different location comes different pricing. It'll probably be very, very similar. So I'm estimating that. My biggest fear of why I didn't actually go this year, besides financial stuff, was that I was so fearful that you had to have a roommate. And I just didn't want to put anybody out, you know, like I have to have like pitch black, it has to be super dark, and I have to have my really crazy crickets on. And even if I hear like somebody breathing, I mean, that's not my dog, like I don't sleep well, and then I'm just not in a great mood the next day. And this obviously takes like, this convention takes a lot of energy out of you. So I want to be like on point, you know what I'm saying? So the hotel is gonna be what it is. I don't know. And it could be plus or minus. I have no idea. But like, and these were just the estimates that I got. As for meals, Catherine was saying that the meals around the area were pretty expensive. So to kind of go with an average is about $350. And by the way, this convention is from a Thursday evening to a Saturday night. So then Sunday, kind of everybody goes home. So it's for about 2.5 days. But then again, you're having like breakfast, lunch, dinner. Also, I was advised to, like, if I like a specific snack, to actually like pack it and bring it with me on the plane, and then just like have it in my room and, you know, bring it to the convention and stuff, like granola bars and nuts and, you know, different things like that, because everything's really expensive. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be in a very similar type location where it'll be like almost like a convention center where they have like a hotel built in or a hotel within walking distance. So anyway, usually when that happens, you know, people jack up the rates for, you know, a granola bar or whatever you want. So we'll put meals at $350. And so let's get this totaled up and then we'll do some calculations like any good Financial Friday video. We've got an estimated total of $2,300. And as of right now today, I don't know when the actual convention is happening next year. It usually happens, it happened in April this past year, and it's now just the very beginning of May. So essentially I have 12 months to save for this, but it could happen in May, it could happen in March, I'm not sure, but normally it happens in the springtime. So I'm just gonna divide this number by 12 and go from there. So really I have to save $192 a month. So let's average it out to be 200 bucks, and then if there's any money left over, then that's great. And P.S., this is like totally doable. Let me grab one of my little coffee break planner stickers, which are super cute. And this gives me like my savings amount right here. So really it's 200 bucks a month. You know, that's not totally horrible. Like even if you were here, let me zoom you guys back out a little bit. Even if you were just doing this, you know, just to go for fun, I feel like it would still be like quite doable, you know, depending on your financial situation. And obviously if you can room with roommates, definitely do it. I mean, if I could, I would, but I'm so neurotic when I sleep, and like even just the littlest ding or something will just throw me off and it drives me absolutely batty. So if I didn't have these sleeping problems, I would definitely get some roommates. And trust me, I've been on sleep medications and they do not agree with me very well. So I will never take sleep medications ever again because it was really, really horrible experience that I won't go into. That's not part of the Financial Friday. Anyway, if you can room with somebody, definitely do. But I wanted to share with you my plans for next year, and I'm really, really hoping that I will be able to snag a ticket. First of all, if I don't snag a ticket, then obviously I can't go. But I really hope that I can. If you went to Go Wild or are planning to go wild next year in Austin, Texas, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear about your experiences or why you decided to, you know, go next year. That would be a really cool thing to kind of start a conversation in the comments about. If you're very interested in the Planners Gone Wild convention in Austin, Texas next year, I will link the closed Facebook group down below. If you are a member of the closed Facebook group, people just, you know, they'd like approve you or whatever. I will let you know that that group is not for the faint of heart. There is lots of non-planner related things that happen in there. I tend not to post too often in there because honestly, I don't really have much to say. I usually only post planner related content and I don't really comment on other people's posts too much. So I just like to let people know that there are 4-letter words in that group, and if you're completely politically correct about every little thing in your life, that probably isn't the right group for you. But that's okay. I like to give the disclaimer just in case. But anyway, $200 a month I think is completely doable for this budget. I'm very, very excited, and I am looking forward to 2018's planner convention. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I feel like I've been talking and doing this video for a long time, even though like a big chunk of time I wasn't actually talking. So hopefully future Emily will cut all of that out because that's really boring to watch. But I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on Financial Friday. If you have any financial related questions or things that you may want to see from me, feel free to put them in the comments down below. I might choose one of yours in the upcoming Financial Fridays. And P.S. I have not forgotten about any of the house stuff. I am purchasing a home. To anybody that is new and hasn't been watching my videos, I close on June 1st. So after the closing, I'm going to talk all about house financial stuff. You guys are going to be like literally sick of me because I'm pretty sure I have like a whole month worth of content for you guys. Maybe even several months worth of content. I don't know. So I'm going to jet. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for a little part of your day. Feel free to thumbs up the video if you liked it, as well as hit the red subscribe button if you haven't already. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with new content. And every Friday I try to do something financial related. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye guys.